how can we become the driver of the fear, and how there are simple hacks through which we can program ourselves to not get affected by fear. Hey everyone, Namaste. My name is Avinash Anand Singh. Thank you so much for all the love and support you have given to our previous videos. This video, we are going to speak about fear, kinds of fear, there are different kinds of fear, and how instead of fear driving us, how can we become the driver of the fear, and how there are simple hacks through which we can program ourselves to not get affected by fear, right? So please watch the video till the last. So to start with, fear is an emotion which is a very common emotion for all of us. Every human being in their life will experience fear at some point of time in their life. Now, if you go back to the ancient time, when as a human being we're in caves, we're in the forest, fear was a survival emotion, which means that when you see a tiger or you see a lion, right, you experience fear, and that fear primarily triggered something called as the fight-flight response, which simply means that your energy in the body was sent to your hands and leg, and now it's a choice to either fight the tiger or run from there, right? So fight-flight response. Now that served us because it was a mechanism through which we were able to survive. Now today in this world right now we are in, we don't have that kind of danger, right, as we had in the previous time, because today the world is safe, we are in a good place. Yes, sometimes some places where there's war and violence, you can experience danger at that level, but most of us stay in a good place, right? So in ancient time, we had a fear which was based on external stimuli, a real external stimuli, right? Now, as we evolved, our brain has become quite evolved, right? The frontal cortex or the neocortex has developed in human beings, which is the front part of the brain. And this gives us the ability to create a thought in your mind which can be more real than an outside situation as well. Which means a thought simply can make you experience a chemical in the body, and it can become your own reality, right? Now, if you understand, for a minute, if I go back to the understanding of fear, think about this part. And I'm trying to connect a couple of areas here so you get a broader picture. Now, fear can be either based on an external real stimuli, like you see a snake, you see a tiger, and you experience fear. And that's a good fear because it will help you to save your life. But same time, what if there is no tiger, no lion, no snake in your house, but mentally you keep looking at that particular thought? You continue to create or imagine that particular thought. Now what happens is, when there is a real tiger, snake, you experience fear, but because our brain has developed so much now, right, our neocortex is such developed piece of organ we have, that even a thought of the tiger, of the lion, right, can make you experience same chemistry within. Which means just by a thought, you can activate your fight-flight response, which can put you in a survival state. And we know survival state is not the state of creation, right? In survival state, our energy is primarily sent to our legs and hands, and mostly we are looking to fight or flight from situations, right? Either fight the situation or flight from it, right? But this is not a situation where we are thinking, we are trying to create our life, we are trying to plan, we are trying to really enjoy the beauty of life. It isn't happening that way, right? So think about it. Today, a lot of us, what kind of fears we carry? We carry fears like public speaking. We fear things like making videos. We fear things like starting on your own. You fear things like meeting strangers, right? We fear things like possibly taking a new initiative, right? Now, these things which creates fear inside us, in a way becomes a blockage. It becomes a limitation, because this fear is stopping you from taking an action. But this is not a fear which is a real fear, because it's merely an illusion in your mind. Your mind is now creating multiple scenarios of what if I fail, what if they insult me, what if I don't do good, and all kind of possible imaginary scenarios, right? But because the brain is so advanced, it can even take those scenarios and make it so real. You experience the chemical in the body, the stress chemical, and your body is into a survival zone. You are out of your creative state, right? So that's where the challenge comes in. And that's why today most people are stuck in that place. Now, this also happens because we have so many people right now who are simply absorbing the fearful content. Like if you watch news media, if you read newspaper, or even like in WhatsApp, Facebook, you'll find we instantly consume, or we are so much attracted towards negative events happening in the world right now, and which somehow ends up creating fear. So what is you are allowing to go in the mind, eventually that is what you are experiencing in the body, right? So now, what are the ways through which we can really prime ourselves that instead of this fear stopping us from really living our dream, going to do things which can help us to grow, is stopping us, right? So what are things we can do right now that way? Now, that's where you have to first understand, and maybe you'll just do an activity for this. Take a sheet of paper, and that sheet of paper, write down the things or the activities which you want to carry out, which you're not doing it right now. It might be simple as making videos. It might be starting your own venture, or it might be following your passion, right? Or it might be like talking to a person who can help you get to the next level of development in your life, right? So write down these activities, and in front of them, write whether it's a real fear, right? Which is like real, there's a danger outside, or it's an imaginary fear. Now, internally, both looks the same. Both these of situations, real, imaginary, gives you the same emotional experience, right? But you have to use your conscious mind, the logical mind, to see whether this fear is real or is imaginary. Now, moment you do this activity, you'll come to understand most of them are not real danger, right? Most of them, you have made them as an imaginary danger, imaginary fear. But because you have created that inside yourself, it becomes so real for you, right? Once you make the list of those activities and you highlight these activities which are important for your growth, and these are imaginary fears, right? Now that's when we are going to work on those areas. In case if you have fear, like you are in a city where there is a war happening right now, and the fear is, how do I go out to do my work? Now that fear is good. You must take care of your life, right? But if there's nothing happening outside, but you're simply feeling the fear, then you need to take or do some actions, or take some initiatives to change this, to work on this part. And the tool I want to share with you is the tool of simply rewiring the brain, right? Today we have in science, area of science called as the brain plasticity or neuroplasticity, which simply means that we have the ability to rewire the mind, to rewire the brain with a different thought, a different emotion, a different experience completely, right? So once you have the list of fear in front of you, your job is now to first simply see where the fear is in the body, right? So if you take a task like public speaking, so you think about public speaking, and the moment you think about public speaking, you will have this fear showing up in the body, because it's an emotion, it's an energy, it will start coming out in the body. And some of you may feel at the stomach or below the chest level, or maybe your hands, your legs. Now you may feel this fear at different parts of your body. That is the first step, to recognize where is that fear I'm feeling right now. It is not over the entire body, but at some places. If the fear is intense, you may have this on the entire body also possibly, right? Moment you become aware of this fear, right? The first step is to acknowledge and to see where the fear is. And the moment you become aware of it, the second step is now to use your breath to release that emotion, release that energy. So suppose if I find this fear at my chest, what I'll do is I'll put my hands here at the chest. I'll start taking a long deep breath. Inhale deeply, hold, and focus on this fear and exhale it out. Inhale deeply, hold, focus on the fear, exhale it out. Inhale, hold, focus on the fear, exhale it out. I'll do this for 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 times till I find this fear has gone completely down. And if you do this for enough times, you'll find the fear substantially reducing. And in some cases, very quickly it will disappear as well. Because this fear is emotion, it's an energy, that's it. That's the second step. First is to acknowledge the fear. Second is to release it through your breath. Third step, once you have done this, third step is now, which is the important step, is to instantly, after doing the second step, recall a moment of joy, a moment of happiness, a moment of courage from your past. Think of a time in your life when you were courageous, when you were like happy and joyful, right? Recall that time and close your eyes and think about the situation right now. Where was it? What I was doing? How I was feeling? What was happening in that situation? So you let that emotion get triggered in the body right now, which is the past happy, joyful or courageous situation, right? And if you spend 2-3 minutes time on this file, this memory, you'll find your body experiencing that particular emotion in the system, right? This is the third step. Once you have done this, now there comes the fourth step, which is the critical part. Now, if your initial fear was about public speaking, the first step is now having this feeling of joy and happiness with the third step. Now you'll start mentally visualizing the very thing which you feared before. So start visualizing that you are doing the public speaking, you are standing on the stage and you're talking to people and people are so happy listening to you. Or it might be, if it's creating videos, you see yourself, you are creating videos and they're very good and you are posting on the social media, people are liking it, they're appreciating, you're getting good comments, right? So the first step is to do exactly the thing which makes you feel fear, but mentally. Before you do it physically, it is a mental work, right? So you continue to visualize this in your mind for back to back for like maybe 10 times a day, for like maybe few days, for a week, for a month, right? You continue to visualize that part. And once you do that, you are rewiring your mind, your brain cells to form a new memory with an emotion into it, right? So once you do that, you'll find after some time that when you think of the task of public speaking, creating videos, you don't feel that fear right now. It's like you feel much calmer, right? Once that is the state you have reached, now comes the fifth step. And the fifth step is to go and actually do that task in physical space. Go and really make that video. Go and possibly talk to strangers or give a public speaking thing, right? Do that task physically. And when you do that, your body has learned a new experience and you are into a new place completely, right? So what are the 5 steps? Again, I'm just quickly giving you a summary. The first step is look in the body. When you think of the thing which you fear, look at the body. Where is the fear coming up? And there are different places where the fear show up, right? Number 1. Number 2, once you have become aware of the fear, second step is now to put your hands at the places you feel fear, and from your breath, take a long deep breath, hold the breath, be aware of the fear, and then exhale it out. Release that fear. Second step. Third step now is to recall a time from your past when you felt joyful, felt happy, right? And if you recall a memory from the past and you dwell in that memory for 2-3 minutes, 5 minutes, you'll find that memory is making you feel that joy and happiness inside, right? Third step. Then the fourth step is to visualize doing that task which you felt fear about, right? Which you felt fearful in that task. Do visualize yourself mentally doing the task multiple times a day for at least few days. Maybe if you're doing it 5 times a day for 2 minutes, do it for like 5 days minimum. So give it enough time till your mind starts building up a new circuit. Fourth step. And the fifth one then is when you're feeling beautiful and good and calm, think about the task. Now it's your job to go and do that task physically in real time. And when you do that, you'll find it is much easier now. What you have done is you have simply taken that imaginary fear and you have replaced that with a new emotion, with a new experience. And believe me, this is all it takes to really rewire your mind and rewire your brain for anything you want, right? So something which stops people for a lifetime can be simply eradicated or can be removed within minutes if you do it sincerely, right? And it can be as simple as even if you feel fear while speaking in your, say, company's meeting or in front of your boss, or you feel fear being in a group, and there can be n number of fear, right? I have in my workshops people who feel fear becoming rich, right? If I become rich, I'll lose my friends. Now that's absurd fear, right? You are depriving yourself of great opportunities, right? And yes, some people may go away. It's completely all right. A new version of you will attract new kind of people in your life, and who are also good people, right? So it's time for you now to put this video in application. Go list down all the fear you feel and label them imaginary or real, and then mentally see where the fear is, see the energy, exhale it out, and then recall a happy moment, joyful moment, then visualize doing the outcome, and then do it physically. If you follow this 5-6 step, right, I'm telling you, you can overcome any kind of fear which you have inside your system. Even sometimes the real fear, even the snake fear can go away. You start feeling, you see the snake, you are taking precaution, but you're not feeling fear, right? But that doesn't mean you go and play with the snake, because snake may not understand, right? The snake may come from his instinctive nature of like biting you, right? So please be careful. But yes, you can overcome any kind of fear which you have with this process, right? Now I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you enjoyed this, can I urge you to please share this with your network, with your friends, with your people, on your social media profiles, on your WhatsApp, because that's how we'll reach to many people, and we can take this message and help people live a more expansive life, a more broader life, a more powerful, confident and joyful life, right? So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this. Until the next video, be iconic and God bless.